Hey, what is going on guys, this is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Season 7 Tactics Evolved campaign in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so first things first, we're going to have a look at our map as usual, and things have changed since the last video, so yeah, I'm going to hop straight into it. So, as you can see, there's a lot more red weapons and their positioning have changed quite a lot. So, first, and this is probably the most important one, is the red weapon over here in the north by Gundabad. As you can see, Nor from Gundabad has been fighting Greg from Erebor, Ring from Rohan, which is my fellowship, as well as Angmar, so AGMR from Angmar, and King. And the reason for this is because I know last time I said that Gundabad and Angmar, we defeated them and then they agreed to ally with us. You know, in return for not taking the capital, they're going to ally with us against the Variags and Mordor. Turns out that was all a lie, and they actually backstabbed us. So once we moved all our forces down south to fight Mordor and the Variags, then they built up and then they attacked us, cleared our forts over there. And yeah, so we've had to push back and try to defeat them there. So as you can see, right on Gundabad, there's a 1.7 million war pin and 600,000 deaths, and then slightly further away is another pin between Norgrek and AGMR, and that is 300k participants, 85,000 deaths. If we actually go and zoom in over here, so we click go, you can see that they've cleared all the forts we had over here. We've been fighting back, pushing over, and yeah, so we were using this as like a staging post, but unfortunately, well, obviously our reinforcements, especially for non-cab based commanders, so like Gimli and Galadriel for me, reinforcements take like an hour, 2 hours, so not exactly ideal. And then even for cab based commanders like Awen, that's still 30-minute reinforcements. So yeah, I do have a fort over here, around somewhere over there, and so from there I was pushing over to Gundabad as well as a lot of Ring. But yeah, so that's the one fight. We were also fighting over here because a lot of us went and farmed this area of the Eastern Hills, so we have a lot of resources. But now, as you can see, we've been trying to stop the Variags here. So there was a big fight over here, and we all long marched over, and then we were fighting with the Variags. They had a foothold over here somewhere. But yeah, so we were fighting there, but then we moved back over once we found out about the Gundabad Angmar Betrayal. The warpin right now, it's only 220k between Munch and Greg. There was a massive red warpin here between Greg from Erebor, Ring from Rohan, and Munch from the Variags. So yeah, over here we have LOTR fighting the Variags in Greater Rune, 2.9 million participants, nearly 1 million deaths between Munch, Elfog, Arfog, Frog from the Variags, and an unaffiliated player or two. Then down here, closer to the Dead Marshes, at Daggerlad we have VLDS and Munch fighting. At the Ashen Plains we have Munch and Slap fighting, and over here by the Black Gate we have a massive fight between Mordor, Arnor, as well as some of Lothlorien, though Loth is not taking part in this fight as much because they're busy fighting elsewhere. If we click go over here, who owns the Black Gate? The Black Gate is still owned by Mordor and the Variags, so they have been able to defend it. It is obviously a natural choke point, so yeah, very hard for them to break through. 3.4 million participants, 1.1 million deaths. Then over here by Gorgoroth, we have another 2.1 million pin, 700k deaths between Mordor and Arnor, again with some Variag as well as some Lothlorien participation. There's also a smaller pin behind that between Mordor and Arnor, 240k, 65,000 deaths. If we zoom out, those are all the pins. So yeah, in terms of what Rohan has been doing, obviously, as I said, we moved over up here to the Eastern Hills, Iron Hills area, Northern Wastes, and we've been fighting against the Variags to clear them out and stop them advancing on Erebor. But then when Gundabad and Angmar, backstabbed and turned on us, we sent over all our forces to fight at Gundabad. So as you can see, we've been fighting over here against the Gundabad players, and now we are also going to be taking the world back. So Arnor did take it initially, but that was just to get rid of the Mordor tiles and Mordor keeps over there, and they promised to hand it over to us. So we have put off taking it back because of most of our forces being committed up north. But we are going to be taking it now. So the time you guys see this video, we probably will have it, but because we're timing it for tomorrow at 1800 hours. So yeah, that is the situation over there. If we go and look at the season progress, we're at number 11. So we finished Glory to Middle-earth, and we're at the battle for Dol Goldur. So obviously we're going to be fighting for Dol Goldur soon, though right now we are making no efforts towards it because we've been busy fighting, obviously, the other players. If we have a look here, though, let's see who's got their forts. Okay, yeah, so Arnor and Loth have all their forts around it, and they're obviously going to take the ring. So if Rohan and Erebor had sided with Mordor, Variags, Gundabad, and Angmar, then we would have been, and Arnor and Loth would definitely have lost. So then Mordor and the Variags will be taking the ring. So either way, I don't think there was any way for Rohan and Erebor to get the ring. We have to just contend ourselves with a second place finish. In terms of targets, we look at teamwork, since this is the only one that really changes. And we look at leaderboard, we can see that I'm still at number 4 with 7,657 contribution. And over at number 7, we have Pasha from Ring, obviously, with nearly 4K. Then we have Lurifax from Ring at number 13. And yeah, so that is the target. In terms of ranking, we're going to have a look at Fellowship Production, obviously. In number 1, we have Aish from Arnor at 2.3 million. Then we have Elfrog from Lothlorien at 2 million. Then we have Munch and Ilil from Variags and Mordor, respectively, with 1.6 and 1.3 million power each. Then at number 5, we have Greg from Erebor with 1.2 million power. Then we have Arfog from Lothlorien with 1.2 million power. Then we have Opus and GLHE, both from Arnor, 1.2 and 1.1 million power each. Then we have King at number 9 from Rohan with about 800k power. But as you can see, from those weapons, like, I mean, yeah, their participation has been like, well, their participation in terms of fighting has actually been worse than Ring. They have 60 players, but like, we look at these weapons, right? The only ones which have Rohan is this one. They're at the bottom. They're not over there at all. And okay, now they were also at this weapon eventually, but even there, they were at the bottom there. So I haven't really seen much activity from them. I think it's just because they're all newer players. They don't really, they don't have the experience that me and the guys at Ring have. Anyway, let's skip over Angmar at number 10, Nor from Gundabad at 11, 600k and 580k power each. Then we have Ring, which is in Rohan, my fellowship. Obviously, we had nearly 400,000 power. We have about 25 members, I think. But nearly all of our members fight. Like, when we look at Lost Online, there is a few, okay, but from all of these, like, those two guys are randoms. Only Chakt and Sorak are kind of, part of our group that we know. Yeah, 2 other guys kind of being AFK a bit, so I'm assuming there's some IRL stuff there, but everyone else, they've been online and they've been fighting. So that is great, especially the Old God. Everyone in the Ring Old God has fought. In terms of I haven't actually done any mock battling. Like, I haven't mock battled in a while because I've just been focusing my commanders have just been fighting non-stop, and Theoden, who's the lower level at 39, he's just been used for taking 150s to recoup the losses that I've been sustaining, because the Variags have been taking some of my resource tiles that were up north in Erebor land. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be the season update, so hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will probably be coming back with maybe 1 or 2 more videos on the server, either one when we have the battle for Dol Goldur, and then one following that, a bit later, to show you guys what has happened. And yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next.